The Flip Classroom Podcast. How do I flip my class today? Presented by Jeffrey Anderson and Larry Hess from Ohio University. Learning objectives. In this podcast, we will outline steps you need to take so that you can flip your classroom today, including starting small, figuring out what's important, buying, building, or borrowing, and making it real. First, start small. In 2013, Sophia and the Flip Learning Network conducted an online survey that collected the responses of more than 2,000 teachers over 10 days. They looked at how often do teachers flip their classroom, and we can see from the results most teachers flip at least one time a week, others 3 to 4 times per week, and others every day. So with the flipped classroom, you can start small, flipping one class at a time, then perhaps one class every week, and really moving that into a full flip model over time. Figure out where flipping makes sense. What topics within a unit would be better served if students were given opportunities in class to actively apply their knowledge and skills? What are the topics that students struggle to understand? What are the muddy points? What are some common misconceptions in your field? This is the place to start with flipping the classroom. Instructors today are really curators of video content. We can build our own content, we can borrow content, or we can purchase content from suppliers like publishers. That same Sophia and Flipped Classroom Network survey showed that 77% of teachers have students watch video lectures that they have created personally. 52% of instructors share videos with students that have been created by other instructors. And 30% of teachers are willing to assign content created by education vendors. Use the tools that you have at hand. You don't have to reinvent the wheel and go out and buy the latest, greatest software. Use the lecture capture system and the learning management system that are supported by your institution. The learning curve will be more shallow, and you'll get the support that you need to learn how to use these tools. Make it real world. The best part of the flipped classroom is that students have the time to apply course concepts. Use cases and problems from textbooks. Use printed media like the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, Business Week, and The Economist. These give students a real insight into what's happening today in business and moves these concepts from abstract to concrete. Finally, films and television programs make a great opportunity to show management principles. 12 Angry Men has long been used to talk about group decision-making techniques. The Wall Street movie is a great way to talk about ethics. And The Office is a great way to teach management principles. What should Michael Scott have done? What did Michael Scott do wrong? Embrace your new role. Become the guide on the side rather than the sage on the stage. Faculty in the flipped classroom serve as mentors, as coaches, as cognitive guides. Summary. In this podcast, we outline some steps that you can take so that you can flip your class today. First, start small. Then figure out what's important. Buy, borrow, or build video lectures. And make it real.